With the Anniversary 9.0 update right around the corner, I want to make a quick video for you guys showcasing all the clutching methods, or basically the best ways that you can get rerolls quickly before the update actually drops. Just make sure you stick around all the way to the end, because doing this research for the video, I actually found some trait reroll methods that I didn't even know about before this video. So yeah, without any further ado guys, we're just going to get started right here. So obviously you do have your challenge that you can do. You have your 30-minute challenge, daily challenge, weekly challenge. And those are all nice and dandy, but what people don't actually stop to think is talking to this guy right here. First, you do have your bounties, so you can do 10 bounties every single day. As you can see, it resets in 16 hours, that's tomorrow, and you can get 10 trait rerolls by doing this, and some good gems as well, which can be good for summoning on the banners. You can do 10 of these stages per day, and that adds up to just 100 rerolls a week, which is not bad at all. A lot of people don't do this because it's a little time consuming, but if you do just hop on, commit to the grind just a little bit, those extra amount of rerolls will start to add up. And then you also have the enemy index right here. Now, if you don't know, each time you defeat an enemy or a boss, you have a small chance to unlock their index. So as you can see, normal enemies, it's a 1% chance, and boss enemies have a 3% chance. Now, you can unlock them from each world. Then each world actually does have a milestone that if you unlock every enemy index for that world, you can get 20 trait rerolls. So I did do it for Planet Namek, and as you can see, I haven't done it for any other map, but you can go through all these maps. You can grind out each boss that you don't have. The enemies are pretty easy to get because it's how many they are, but you can grind out each boss, end up getting these a lot quicker than you would think. And just in this index alone, there are 240 rerolls, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you never know, you could get lucky and that number will add up to the rest of the number in this video. Next, you want to go ahead and go to your achievements. Now, you do get achievements for completing most of the stages on Nightmare mode, and I've done all of those, but even some of the bosses and raids do have missions. So right here, you get 3 in total, but then you get 1 for each mission. So that's just 8 rerolls you can't just get, and some gems and some gold. That's not going to take you that long because these released a while ago and it's pretty easy. You have boss missions you can do. I did these already. You get a good amount of rerolls from these. Another boss mission, the raid mission, you can get 5, and that's 6, 7, 8, 15 from this one. So I would go through all your achievements for all the events, look through that, and then you should head over to your unit achievements, because this one gives 20 right here, and that's just for Obito. Igris gives 20. Vegeta gives 20. So you can go through and really clutch up all of these trait rerolls here. But yeah, your achievements are definitely a really good way of getting some quick rerolls if you don't have a whole lot to do in the game and you just need to get some out. So I was surprised by how many people actually didn't know this, especially if you're a newer player, you might not know this, but the boss shop resets weekly. You can always get 40 rerolls. So I already got my 40, but as you can see, it resets in 3 hours. So I was able to get 40 more from the boss event. So that's very, very nice. So that's an extra 40 a week, which definitely does add up. Since we talked about raids earlier, each raid has a currency shop, and what you can get 25 from the Demon Slayer map, 50 from Steel Ball Run, and then 50 from Ruined City. So those are some nice rerolls you can get from there. Also from the dungeon shop, you can get 100 and 100. Again, if you haven't grinded those out, this is the perfect time to do it, so there's not a lot going on. And for 9.0, you're definitely going to want to be playing the game, doing the new events. So why not go ahead and get the old ones out the way right now. Next, we're going to head over to PvP. Now, PvP actually just kind of got an update, or really they fixed PvP. But if you didn't know, there is a PvP shop, and this will also reset weekly. And you can get, I'm going to claim these actually right now, but you can get up to 40 rerolls, and this resets weekly. So you may have a more difficult time finding a match with a lower player count, but maybe you can tell your friends to hop on PvP and queue and, have some fun matches and get some rewards for it. Next, we're going over to Odyssey. Now, Odyssey, you can get some trait rerolls. This is probably the last thing I would do because of how long it can take. But essentially, you'll get your full weekly reward by doing 13 rooms. So I'll just come in here, make sure you're doing this once a week. I have been doing it. I need to get on that. But don't be like me. Be better. Next, we do have the Rift shop. If you didn't know, each week the Rift does reset. So this one resets the next day. So you'll be able to squeeze out more tomorrow around this time. And you get up to 50 rerolls per week. And if you don't know, each Rift spawns every 3 hours. Now, sometimes there are certain events that make it spawn every hour. I don't think it's happening right now. Yeah, it's not going on right now. But keep an eye out for that in the events tab, and that's a really easy way to get the rift shards. It's pretty easy to get carried in there, so you don't have to really be high level to get some rift shards. Just place your couple units down, you'll do some damage, you'll get some rift shards. It'll definitely be really nice. Now, a lot of people do actually neglect your quests, It's not anything crazy, but you can get 1, 2, 3, 4 rerolls just from your weekly. So that's not a whole lot, but that's a good way to clutch some stuff up. You also do have your infinite missions. I have it done, but if you do want to go ahead and do, you know, that's a 1 reroll right here for doing Ship Your Station Infinite Clear, so not that difficult. Now, there are some of your battle pass. I wish it would show me with the check marks so I can look exactly, but just make sure you're, playing the game. Battle pass will go away really soon, so now's the time to kind of get your grind in and make sure you get all those battle pass units. Now, finally, I wanted to tell you guys about the event tab. Now, a lot of times during Anime Vanguards, they do release events that have shops where you can gain rerolls and other rare items. So we have Elemental Confluence is one, for example. Innocent Anger is one, for example. Recurring Decayance is one, for example. So there are plenty and plenty of events going on right now and that will happen in the future, or you can get more trait rerolls. So definitely make sure you're keeping an eye on your events tab and all that stuff. Now, this is the summer shop. You should have really been done this, but if you haven't, there are 200 rerolls here where you can get by having the iced teas. So you need to go ahead and macro the summer event to get all those iced teas. And another thing, you can macro the summer portals, or really just grind them out. It's not a super easy way to macro them, but I think there are applications, I'm not sure. But you can get some box drops from that event, and that event does have a chance to drop rerolls as well. Last but not least, this isn't anything crazy, but you can normalize your shiny units to get some trait rerolls. It's up to you whether or not you want to do this or not. I would only do it if you have the duplicates of shinies, but I mean, if you're really struggling out here and you don't care about a shiny unit, like I don't really care much about this guy, but he's an exclusive shiny, so I'll take it. But if you have a shiny you don't really care about, maybe this is a way where you can get 5 rerolls per shiny unit, so it's not that bad. But all these other methods are definitely a lot better. But guys, I don't really have anything else for you today. I just want to make a very quick video about how you can get some quick trait rerolls that maybe you didn't know about, or maybe you haven't done yet in the game. That's not going to take you too long if you just, lock in, get ready. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stick around when 9.0 drops, because I'm going to be making a bunch of content about the update when it drops. Yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.